Hi, I'm Joel Hamner with the law firm McCutcheon & Hamner. These last few videos we've been talking about what to do if you've been injured in a car accident. We've discussed property damage and rental cars. We've talked about getting help and getting your medical treatment started. We've talked about health insurance and the issues involving subrogation and how they're involved in a car accident. We've talked about the various coverage, liability coverage and uninsured motorist coverage. But now we're at this point where the doctors have released you and hopefully you're healed and hopefully you're getting ready to go back to work. Of course, sometimes you're not able to. So where do we go from here? Well, as your attorneys, what we're going to do is sit down and value your case. We're going to look at what is the permanency of your injuries. Did the doctor sign you any physical impairment rating? Will you be able to go back to the normal life you had before this accident? Will you be able to do everything you enjoyed before the accident? Or maybe there's going to be activities you can't do. Maybe due to your injuries, you'll never be the same. Maybe you're not going to be able to go back to work. Maybe you can work, but you'll have to change careers. We're going to look at all that. And we're going to, in my firm, we're going to create a demand package. And I'm going to write that out for you. And I'm going to tell your story. I'm going to tell how the accident happened. I'm going to tell what we expect to prove. I'm going to tell what the doctors did and the treatment you've been under. And then I'm going to sit down with you and I'm going to talk to you about how this accident has affected you, how you're limited, what you can't do any longer. You know, I always want to ask people, tell me how you were before this accident versus how you are now. You know, and there's a lot that goes to not just physical injuries, but mental injuries. You know, people don't take that into consideration. I have a lot of people who will tell me, you know, Mr. Hamner, my broken leg is healed, or, you know, my broken hand is healed, but I'm still just terrified to drive. And that's something we factor into valuing your case. So we're going to put together this demand package, and a demand package is nothing more than a little book. And it lays out your case and what we intend to prove. And we're going to send that to the various insurance companies involved. We're going to send it to the liability carrier. We're going to send it to your uninsured motorist carrier. And we're going to let them look at it. We're going to tell them what we think the value of your case is. And then we're going to wait for their response. You know, sometimes they'll agree with us and they'll offer exactly what we think the case is worth. Sometimes they won't. But then here's where you want us as your attorney. You know, if the insurance company won't pay you what you think is reasonable, we'll file suit for you. We'll try your case. We won't argue with you and try to get you to take a settlement you don't want to take. And, you know, a lot of attorneys may not feel this way, but I do. When you hire me, when you hire Joel Hamner as your attorney, I'm your employee. I'm going to give you advice. I'll tell you when the money's good. I'll tell you when the money's bad. But ultimately, it's your case, it's your decision. And I'll be the first to tell you that if the insurance company doesn't offer you an amount and settlement that you think is reasonable, don't settle. Let's file your suit and let's proceed to trial. But that's always your decision. I'm here as your attorney to guide you based upon all my years of practice, but the case and its decision rest with you.